I have cried so much since I landed in Vietnam. I haven't cried this much happy tears. I can't even remember the last time. I got to Ho Chi Minh City 2 weeks ago, and I'm still getting over my cold, but even with all that, I just cannot stop crying happy tears. So I've decided to stay. I've decided to stay here where we live in District 9 for at least the next year. And that just makes me so happy. If you've been following me for a while, you know I'm Ebony, and I started out on this journey of leaving the USA March of 2025 with my 7-year-old son. And I have been on a mission to find a place that feels like home, that feels safe, and a place where we can live abundantly. That started off in Costa Rica, stayed there for 6 months, and it just wasn't. I think Costa Rica is cool for visiting, but for me, not for living. You don't get a lot for your money. It's just not for me. Medellin wasn't safe enough for me at all. Thailand is cool, but their borders are so strict, and honestly, it's crowded. It's crowded. Everybody has heard of Thailand and the benefits of being there, and I think it's also a great place to visit. It has a lot of places, but I did not expect coming to Vietnam that I would find my place. So this is why I've decided to stay. Well, where we live is a smart city in District 9. Again, I encourage most people to live in District 9, District 7 or District 9, right? But where we live is a smart city. Um, and we don't have to leave this place unless we want to. There's a mall, a 10-minute walk away. It's beautiful. I'll give a tour in a little while. There's playgrounds on site where we live in our condominium place. There's playgrounds, there's pools, there's restaurant, and under each condominium there are restaurants, pharmacies, convenient marts. Like everything you need is right here. And I have slept so much since we've been here. I have slept, I have rested, and I am just so grateful. I woke up this morning in tears. It is Christmas morning here in Ho Chi Minh in Vietnam, and I'm just so grateful. I don't feel homesick. My son is happy. I'm grateful. Like, I'm fine. And so, this is why I've decided to stay. So, number one, affordability. For what we get, now, mind you, I found our home through Airbnb. I highly recommend Airbnb, especially when going to a new place because you don't know that area and it gives you flexibility. You can dip out if you need to. But once we got here, I said, oh, yeah, this is nice. Affordability. We have a 2-bed, 2-bath apartment, condominium, me and my son. And via Airbnb, I pay like $1,400 a month. That's everything included: Wi Fi, electricity, water, access to the amenities, the pool, all these great restaurants around. Um, right, the gym. There's a kids center on in this area, like right here. Like there's it meets all of our needs for $1,400 a month. Like in the US, this place would be like 3 grand a month, at least 3 grand a month. And when I was in Costa Rica, I was paying 1,400 USD a month for something that I didn't even have my own washing machine in. And it just what it was outdated. Bugs everywhere. The water in Costa Rica, you got to worry about the water going out at odd times of the day. I got to do a separate video on why I would not live in Costa Rica. But comparatively, for $1,400, and that's on a markup, I know there's other residents in this area that's not paying $1,400 a month because maybe they knew the realtor, they're local, right? I could imagine people are paying like on average about $1,000 a month to live here for rent, but they still pay their own utilities. So in my mind, it evens out. I ain't have to pay no deposit, so it evens out. So affordability, accessibility to everything we have, the calm spirit is beautiful here. And another big reason is I'm tired. I am so tired, guys. When I left America, I was tired. I've been tired, but I couldn't rest because I couldn't settle. I couldn't settle. I knew that there was better. And so I just couldn't stop until I found my euphoria. And so I found it. And that just taught me such a big lesson. Don't settle. I know you're tired. I know you're ready just to be there. But don't settle, because once you find it, you will realize why you didn't settle. And if you would have settled, you'd be miserable. So just keep going. That's a major lesson that I learned. And I'm not too difficult for not settling. Anything that I don't want is because it's not for me, right? Thank you. Thank you, God. So definitely that affordability, accessibility, and then it's safe here. Everybody, I don't feel like people are taking advantage of me because I have an American accent. I don't feel like people are racist towards me or discriminate towards me at all. Like I feel like I can be. My son can be. And that's what that's the goal, right? Is like just to be able to be yourself without retaliation. Get it together. So yes, that is why I have decided that this is where we're going to plant our roots for at least the next year. We do have, so Vietnam does not have like a DTV visa or, what do you call it? Like a digital nomad visa or anything like that. They have the marriage visa. I don't know. Maybe they got the work visa, but I don't really want to teach. I just don't. I rather focus on my own business. I have my own business. I don't need to teach, and I don't like to teach. I don't want to teach English to in a school for pennies because they not gonna pay you nothing. So when people be like, "Oh, just teach, just be a teacher," and I'm like, "Hell no, you be a teacher for 10 cents a day. You go be a teacher for 10 cents a day. No, thank you." So I'm just gonna focus on my business, which is really thriving. I'm so grateful. I'm grateful for all my clients, for my patients, for everybody who has bought the guided reflection journal from sanehaven.com. Go download it, sanehaven.com. Description, and the link is in the description. But it's great, and I appreciate that, and it just gives me like, oh, you going in the right direction. Don't stop. Okay. So I'm just so grateful. I'm so grateful. In this moment, what I know to be true is the guided intuition in myself did not lie. Like, when you have the notion to do something, but you doubt yourself, or you like, do I want too much? Am I asking for too much? What's going on? No, you're not. That voice inside of you that is saying, go further, do more. There is more. Listen to it. It is so true. And so I've just been emotional because I'm very grateful because I feel like I have not been abandoned, um, that I've done my best, and that I wasn't wrong. I wasn't wrong. You can doubt yourself when you leave excuse me, when you leave the country or your hometown or your old life. You're just like, what am I doing? What am I doing? So I think I've been so emotional because this has been great confirmation for me that I'm okay, and that I'm gonna be all right, and that my son is gonna be all right, and that's all that really matters in my life. That's what I want. So I'm very, very grateful. uh, my advice for anyone on this journey, right? Because Vietnam, it has been soothing for me and my son and our soul, but I don't know if it would be for you, right? I think we all have our own journey to where in the world we are supposed to be and what we're supposed to be doing. So I can only speak for myself. I can't say, hey, everybody come to Vietnam. I am not that type of person. You know, you see people online like, I'm going to sell you Bangkok. I'm going to sell you Vietnam. I'm going to sell you Brazil. I don't believe in that. And I never will do that to my community, because I know what's good for you may not be good for me, and vice versa. So I just encourage people. My goal is to encourage you while you're on your mission, while you're on your path, is to don't quit, and that been there, done that, you will be okay. You know, so if you've ever experienced anything like that where you were just going blind, not blindly, but you were letting your intuition lead you, and you had some hiccups in the road, you didn't know if it was going to work out, you know, this is just my message to you, is it will. Just don't quit, keep going. So please like, share, subscribe to this channel. Another benefit of me being here is I feel like I can create more. You know, I it's so many things that I wanted to upload on my channel, or just to create, like digital products and just things, but I didn't have the bandwidth. I did not have the bandwidth. I was trying to survive and find a place in this world that felt great. So I'm so grateful now that we're here. I feel right. I feel creative. I feel free to put that time aside for this interaction. And, you know, for that, I'm very grateful. So comment below. What do you guys think? Have you ever been through anything like that where you're just like, I don't know if I'm doing what's right. I'm just doing what I believe, and it worked out for you? Let me know, okay? See you next time.